We would literally be outside playing basketball till like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. My mom was like, she'd come stop us and tell us to quit dribbling the basketball because the neighbors would get mad.
Definitely, he was a Lakers guy. Kobe all the way.
Travis Smith loved basketball, but his pickup game buddies and loved ones have not seen him dribble and shoot in nearly a decade. His sister Taisha Simmons tells Cold Case Project she has spent that time working to bring Smith's killers to justice.
Right away, I was like, I need to find out who did this.
Before learning about the incident that took Smith's life, we sat down with his family and friends to learn more about him while he was alive. His mother, Barbara Smith, recalls fond memories of the baby of the group.
No trouble at him at all, just a good baby at that time. But when I first got him, he was a crier. But then I said, thank God for medicine for college. So he became a good baby.
Me and Travis got along good because we kind of have the same temperament. We're laid back, easygoing. We laugh a lot, we joke a lot. We both sarcastic.
Smith was quiet, and his mom says he loved singing, an activity that placed him in his church's youth choir. The Midland Valley student later became a girl dad, one of his mom's and sister's proudest moments for him. He even told friends he wanted to spend more time with his daughter. And according to his best buds, he held the friend title well too, often sharing wisdom.
As I say, he's older than me, so at the time I was having trouble with, man, is this person my friend? Is this person my friend? You know, how do I decide that? You know, and just showed me, but you gotta accept people for who they are. If you don't like the things that they're doing, you just gotta remove them out your life.
The night leading up to Smith's murder, best friend Desmond Wilson says while they were at the former Ridgeview Manor apartments off Bradleyville Road in North Augusta, he noticed something odd about his friend's demeanor.
Well, he actually even tweeted, and he was like, something just don't feel right. And I was like, asked him, like, you know, what's wrong? Like, nothing.
Wilson recalls his friend pacing back and forth in and out of the person's apartment they were visiting there. But he says whatever troubled Smith, his very private friend, kept it to himself.
I think that whatever it was, I don't think that he thought it was that serious.
But on Saturday, September 29th, 2012, it was very serious. North Augusta Public Safety Lieutenant Tim Thornton remembers that night and sat down with Cold Case Project to share details.
A shooting took place. Public safety was alerted through a 911 emergency call. The complainant called and said that she heard shots outside of her apartment.
Officers responded to the complex around 2:47 in the morning. We know from friends that Smith had been there Friday night into early Saturday, just hanging out like he normally does. That particular night, he decided to stay longer and talk with a woman he just met who lived in Building B. Lieutenant Thornton says they were standing in the breezeway when trouble came.
It appears that he was shot outside the apartment and worked his way into the apartment for safety, for refuge, to escape what was going on outside in the breezeway.
He made his way inside of apartment 417.
We found Travis not making any movements, sitting on the couch. The scene was investigated, and it was determined that Travis had been shot and eventually had succumbed to those injuries.
The incident report states Smith was shot in the upper torso area. He was unarmed. Also inside of the apartment were 2 women and a child. One of those women was outside talking with Smith and told police she ran inside the apartment after 3 people approached them. That's when she says she heard a gunshot. Her roommate phoned police and they found her on the floor crying.
I saw like they were bringing the body out, and they were like, they covered me so I wouldn't be able to see when when they were bringing him out. And that's when I realized, that it was real.
What we're still trying to figure out is the pool of witnesses that may have been out at that time of the morning that could have provided us with information specific to the identity of the shooters, if it was one shooter or multiple people involved.
As the investigation into Travis Smith's cold case continues, Lieutenant Thornton says they are also working on what a motive might be and new ways to solve the murder.
And it's not uncommon with today's technology that we have opportunities, perhaps, that maybe something will come to light. As of right now, we don't have that technology, or we haven't had that break in the case.
But for family and friends, they are hopeful for that break.
I think this case could be solved, But I think just like everybody else, there are too many people that already know who did it, and they've waited this long. It's been almost a decade.
I mean, it's been this long. If nobody said nothing this long, you know, I don't feel like they would come forward now. But I'm very hopeful that they would. You know, I'm hoping after they see this, you know, somebody would, you know, have a conscience and say something.
Simmons and other loved ones take part in Stop the Violence events locally, even hitting the streets themselves, passing out flyers with details of Smith's murder.
You know, stay in contact with the detectives, and I try to, you know, talk to them. I try to raise awareness and let people know that it is unsolved. I try to keep it in the media so people won't forget about it.
We could be in reverse roles. I mean, this could be you handing me a flyer about someone. Would you want me to throw it away when I close this door, or would you actually want me to look into this?
If there is a witness out there that is reluctant to come forward or feels like they didn't have any information that would be helpful, I would ask them to reconsider and to just anonymously share it with us.
Do you have hope that one day your son's murder will be solved?
Sometimes I wish you would come in a dream and tell me, you know, who did it. But it hasn't happened, so just praying to God that, you know, somebody do talk.
Anyone with any information about the murder of Travis Smith should contact North Augusta Public Safety at 803-279-2121. Next time on the Cold Case Project, we take you to McDuffie County, where 17-year-old Daquan Hines went missing and was later found dead on May 14, 2018 in Thompson. What family and law enforcement need to get justice and close the case.